Good evening. On behalf of Chani and myself, I would like to thank everyone here who joined with us this evening to support SmileOnSeniors. We're deeply touched by your support. Tonight's event would not have happened without the time, effort, and support of two very extraordinary couples, Leslie and Brad Levi and Susan and Seville Levi. Our organization, as you might know already, or you will find out shortly, is fueled by its volunteers, and these two couples have gone above and beyond in every aspect that they have been able to, whether that meant physically schlepping chairs or in any way that was of their means. So we would like to ask Susan and Seville Levi to come join us up front, and Brad and Leslie Levi.
Oh, great.
This is in appreciation for hosting and being true lamplighters, leading by example. So we would like to present these handmade menorahs that are made from Jerusalem stone. The inscription on it says that presented in deep appreciation to, I'm reading, Leslie and Brad Levi from SmileOnSeniors of Arizona, October 23rd, 2013. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank all of our supporters who have seen the work we do, stepped up, and became true partners. May God bless you all with prosperity and only blessings.
Amen.
So here's the thing I've been tasked with, the overview. And I get that question a lot. So what is it that you do? The first problem is there's a time limit. The second problem is it used to be a very easy question. As you just heard from my father, that when we were looking to move to Phoenix, the idea was to become the program that was there for the needs of the seniors in any way possible. However, none of our wildest dreams did we envision what we are today. In November 2009, Chani and I moved here to Phoenix, and we began our program thinking it would be a program of volunteer visits. That was the entire SmileOnSeniors. The name SmileOnSeniors comes from an organization in New Jersey, and that is their program. They pair up volunteers to visit Jewish seniors. So we thought we were going to do that. If I had the original program guide or brochure, that's all it talks about, a friendly visit, and why you should do it. 1 month later, that all changed. The way we got into the different retirement communities and asked if there are any Jewish seniors that would like a visitor or need a visitor, we found out that there is nobody doing any programs for Jewish seniors. So 1 month later, this is December, Hanukkah time, we came with peelers, graters, potatoes, and a fryer. And we actually made latkes with 3 different groups of seniors in 3 different retirement communities. And that's where it began. All of our holiday programs that we do now all happened because of that first Hanukkah. So the first Hanukkah we had our first program, and of course the next offerings just happened either through participation of seniors asking for something or a retirement community asking for something. Our discussion with the rabbi is known as table talk in some of the places we go. And the reason is because one of the places that we were visiting, one of the retirement communities, already had a table talk, and they asked if I can do the table talk. So I started using that word. So we came to have discussions with the rabbi, challah baking, where Chani came with the challah dough, and everybody shaped it and baked it and ate it. And you can imagine the smells that were wafting through the hallways over there, and everybody wanted to join. And the first thing that we tell everybody is, it's not just for Jews. We'll never turn away anybody who would like to join. So challah baking became a very big hit. Then we had tea and talk with Chani. That's her own little more intimate discussion. There was our It's Your Birthday program, which was actually fueled by a volunteer who had that idea on her own to celebrate birthdays with seniors, make that day special. and as well as other community-minded educational programs where we've partnered with Banner Alzheimer's Institute, who I was fortunate to meet Dr. Yari at a Chabad of Scottsdale dinner. I was put at a table where I didn't know anybody, and they all asked me who I was. I was the odd one out, and Dr. Yari said, you know, I'd like to speak to you afterwards. And that's how we met. So I have to thank my uncle and aunt for that one. Thank you. And they provide, obviously, as we all know, and if you don't know, Dr. Yari will definitely share, an amazing program, not just in the sense of for Alzheimer's, but they provide many educational programs that are not just for people who have Alzheimer's. They have it for the caregivers, family members, and I'm sure we'll hear more about that. 2 years ago, Connie decided that she wants to do a Shabbat dinner for seniors. And I just want you to know, in our relationship, I'm always the one who says it's not going to work. So I dragged my feet. Of course, whatever she wanted me to do, I did. That first Shabbat dinner, we had 60 reservations, but only 30 people showed up. That was our problem, but it was an amazing Shabbat dinner. And we realized that we have to make this work. The question's how. So we sat down with Leslie Levy and we sort of put our minds at the drawing table to figure out why did we have 30 people who didn't show up. And we understand the demographic. It could be someone didn't feel well that day, but still that was half the crowd. What I can tell you is that 2 weeks ago we had a Shabbat dinner with set up for the entire room with all of our reservations. We had to add a table in the middle of the dinner. There were 100 people that participated at that Shabbat dinner. So it is a very successful program. And obviously we've built on that. This year we're actually offering it monthly. So it started off the first year, I think we had it twice, the next year 3 times. And this year, because people want it and we see how much people appreciate it, it is a monthly program that we offer now. So our next one is November 15th. This year we've also begun many monthly programs. We've noticed that we were catering to many seniors that were living in retirement communities. We weren't really catering to the seniors and active adults that really are very active. So we now have monthly programs that go on in our center. And really the big problem that we originally thought would be a big problem with our Shabbat dinner was we were always going to them. You know, when people ask me, what synagogue are you associated with? My answer is, I'm a roaming rabbi. You know, I don't have it's not about the synagogue. It's about, I come to you. And our Shabbat dinner was the first event that we changed that. We said, we're going to bring them to us. And you can imagine the logistics involved in that, transportation, a lot of details. And we've realized that people really appreciate that. And this year we are offering, again, as I mentioned, 4 monthly programs. A lunch program, a challah baking program for people who aren't in retirement communities, a discussion with the rabbi, and our Shabbat dinner. Now the success of SmileOnSeniors, though, is, as I mentioned, because of Chani, our financial supporters, and our dedicated growing group of volunteers. And volunteers who, might I add, are professionals in their own right. Doctors, we have lawyers, business professionals. They have very busy schedules, and they find time for the Jewish seniors that they are volunteering to visit. We and the seniors are so grateful to all of their time and effort. Yesterday I was at an event, and somebody asked me to summarize SmileOnSeniors. They were rushing, I was rushing. And I thought about that question. I said, what is the one word? If somebody asked me, what is SmileOnSeniors? And I thought about it, and I know the answer is community. The answer to that word is, in summary, one word, SmileOnSeniors, is community. But it's not a community that's defined by the walls of a synagogue. Our volunteers and supporters are very many times not affiliated with any synagogues, not with the Federation. They're totally unaffiliated. Now, of course, there are many that are affiliated, but there are very many that are not. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I was on Facebook, and I saw 3 volunteers posted a picture of their lunch out on a Sunday, and I realized these 3 people had only met through SmileOnSeniors, these 3 volunteers, and now they're hanging out. You know, I don't want to sound old, but that gives us a lot of nachas. It gives us a lot of joy to realize what we are doing. It's not just, of course, it's all about the seniors, but it's become a community. You know, when we hear a story, a senior celebrated her 90th birthday and invited the volunteer who visits her. They're not volunteers anymore, they're friends. And the same thing is the other way. The volunteers invite the seniors to their family parties. This is a community. And I would like to just conclude welcoming everybody here to this community. It's a beautiful community, and we really appreciate every person that makes up this community. And I truly hope that after hearing the next couple of speakers, you'll appreciate the community of SmileOnSeniors even more. Thank you again for joining us this evening, and thank you for your generosity.